Hey, good morning to you. We're in Little Rock at the Evangelism Conference. It's been a wonderful day yesterday. Believe it or not, I sat and listened to about 5 hours of preaching and enjoyed every bit of it. So surely everybody can do just an hour on a Sunday morning. Today I want to share with you out of Acts chapter 5, beginning verse 19 for just a moment if you can. Acts 5 and 19. Now we know the miracles had happened prior to this, and in verse they've put the Peter and the apostles in prison. It says, "But at night an angel of the Lord opened the prison doors and brought them out and said, 'Go, stand in the temple and speak to the people all the words of this life.' And when they heard that, they entered the temple early in the morning and taught. But the high priest and those with them came and called the council together and all the elders of the children of Israel and sent to the prison to have them brought. But when the officers came and did not find them in the prison, they returned and reported, saying, 'Indeed, we found the prison shut securely and the guards standing outside before the doors. But when we opened them, we found no one inside.' Now, when the high priest, the captain of the temple, and the chief priests heard these things, they wondered what the outcome would be. So one came and told them, saying, 'Look, the men whom you put into prison are standing in the temple and teaching the people.' Then the captain went with the officers and brought them without violence, for they feared the people, lest they should be stoned. And when they had brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, 'Did we not strictly command you not to teach in the name? And look, you have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine and intend to bring this man's blood on us.' But Peter and the other apostles answered and said, 'We ought to obey God rather than man.'" And so I want you to see a few things that happen in these verses. First of all, I want you to know that they find themselves in prison because they're followers of Jesus. I worry a little bit that we don't even find ourselves in hot water for being a follower of Jesus. I'm concerned sometimes that we don't want people to even frown at us because we're followers of Jesus. We don't need any more undercover Christians. In this nation in which we live, we need Christians who will stand boldly and proclaim that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. But it says at night an angel opened the doors of the prison and brought them out and gave them instruction and said, "Go stand in the temple and speak to people all the words of this life." And so when God frees us from our bondage, he also gives us an assignment to do. And so they went and did exactly what they were told to do and started sharing the word. And then we come and find that they start looking for them. They think they're still in prison. God intends to free us to do our mission, and others won't know it until we've already been at it for a while. But we ought to be about doing it. And so they're sharing the word. They're telling people what it is. They're letting people know about Jesus. But when the high priest and the group find it, they're upset. They go find them. They bring them back. Remember, these people fear the people. But hear what Peter says in verse 29. But Peter and the other apostles answered and said, "We ought to obey God rather than man." Friends, I pray today, above all else, that you will fear God more than you fear man. For God is the one that we should be fearing. For God is one that all will stand before and give an account of this life. So this day, I pray that you will boldly share the gospel. I pray that you will boldly live for Jesus, and you will be obedient to his call on your life. Pray you have a great day today. Know that you are loved. Know as always that Westview are here for you. So you have a great one, and God bless.